How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great evening. 4th of July weekend has come to an end. As they say, all good things come to an end, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Actually, looking forward to heading to Texas in a couple of weeks. So, Texas people down in Houston, San Antonio, show Larry's Anything Goes some love, all right? Anyways, here's another great article that I came across the other day, and this article highlights the fact that a graduate from the historically black-owned college known as HBCU's has a lot of great talent, and we're going to be talking about this specific great individual, Mr. Nicholas Perkins. And before I even go further with him, if you don't know, the definition of HBCUs are as follow: historically black colleges or universities are schools that were founded on the belief that every individual deserves success to a college or a higher education. More specifically, the Higher Education Act of 1965, as amended, defines an HBCU as any historically black college or university that was established prior to 1964, whose principal missions was and is the education of black Americans, and that is accredited by a nationally recognized accrediting agency or association determined by the Secretary of Education. And this wonderful HBCU graduate named by Mr. Nicholas Perkins was actually made because actually the beautiful thing about this gentleman was actually made history this year in 2021 by becoming 100% black owner of the national burger franchise within the Houston, Texas area. That's where the headquarters is located. Fuddruckers. I've been to Fuddruckers many times. I didn't even think they were still around. Still have one in my hometown, but I didn't. You don't see them as much as you used to. I guess they've just gone through the whole reorganization as a food chain. The burgers are always definitely better than McDonald's. I will say that much. According to the article, Fuddruckers franchise business operations will be sold to Black Titan Franchise Systems LLC, which is newly formed affiliate owned by visionary Nicholas Perkins, an HBCU University graduate. If you have been watching my content, you know that I am all about ownership, family. Mr. Perkins is displaying this firsthand. The article stated that Mr. Perkins earned a Master's of Business Administration from the long-respected university and Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration and Management from Fayetteville State University. As stated in his LinkedIn profile, Mr. Perkins will make history through the $18.5 million purchase, according to the Howard University. This is what I would like to hear more of coming out of HBCU campuses, because we've had enough high-paid graduates within the corporate and government settings, as far as people being high-paid government employees, high-paid corporate employees, high-paid nonprofit employees. Nothing wrong with that. But now it's time we are in the era of ownership and investors. That's the era that we're in 2021. Okay, and now it's time to have high-paid CEOs, investors, business owners, etc. family. The article also stated that a number of Fuddruckers restaurants were previously sold to Perkins affiliate, making Perkins one of the largest Fuddruckers franchises, according to the press release. Mr. Perkins is the CEO of Black Titan Franchise Systems LLC. MSNBC reported that Luby's Incorporated is Houston's based cafeteria chain, which plans to liquidate its assets and dissolve it. And I can, see that as well, because, the need for huge cafeterias may not be in such high demand in the future, because the world has moved more remote lifestyles. I mean, heck, in the last 2 days on YouTube, I've seen more commercials in regards to how the world has moved more remote and how people need to have more extra layers of security when it comes to their computer systems and all the network devices. And I couldn't agree with that statement more, because with more people work from home, that means you're going to have more people targeting people's personal devices, especially from the home standpoint, residential standpoint. The article also stated that Mr. Perkins, who now owns a multi-million-dollar enterprise, was born and raised in the Fayetteville, North Carolina area, and that's where my members of my mother's side of the family is actually from. So he's definitely comes from good stock, and nothing but love and respect to him. He was like me, also raised by a single mother and Mrs. Lauren W. Perkins, which was his grandmother, who opened his eyes to culinary interests. Johnson C. Smith University reported this information. The businessman has also provided employment for individuals from underserved communities, which shows the power of ownership, family, which is the most important thing within the African American community in today. Business ownership, investments, generational wealth. Anything outside of that category, don't want to hear about it anymore. The article ended on this statement by Mr. Perkins. He said, "My grandmother was a phenomenal cook. She nurtured my passion for the kitchen. I knew that I loved to cook and had a passion for it, but I also wanted to become an entrepreneur." He stated, "So I merged the two and established Perkins Management." So Mr. Perkins, please keep up the great work. We love to hear from people like you. All other nonsense to the side. We don't care about religious beliefs, non-religious beliefs, political beliefs, all that's out the corner. It's all about dollars and cents. It's like I said here at Larry's Anything Goes. We don't debate Democrats and Republicans. We debate check-ins and savings. And on that note, if you are a crypto investor like myself, think about joining the Gold Standard Partners organization, where you have the opportunity to not only buy crypto, but you have the opportunity to do the referral marketing thing with it. And if you have people sign up for free and they purchase specific packages, you can be able to make money off the package purchases and their crypto purchases. All right. And also, don't forget, Larry's Anything Goes sells a variety of retail products. All this information is within the description. So on that note, family, do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money move, so you're going to live broke like a fool, because clearly Mr. Perkins is making all the money moves down in good old North Carolina and Texas area. And as I always say, you can't get fired if you own the company. It's 2021. It's time for you to own something, family. Take care.